Today on Weenie Envy, Nightscape familiar. Yes, nice zombie, 1/1 black for 1/1. It is a really nice effect. It reduces your mana costs of red and blue spells. It's a type of a Grixis card, although it's originally from Invasion block. There was actually a cycle of all of them. There was a Stormscape familiar, Sunscape familiar, Thornscape familiar, and I want to say Flamescape familiar, but I know if I'm wrong, someone will say. Please, if you do know, go ahead and comment in the comments below. Let me know which one was the red version of the cycle. The red one was green and black. I'm pretty sure it was Flamescape. Anyway, Nightscape familiar allows you to reduce the cost of blue and red spells. Now, if a spell was both red and blue, it was still only 1 mana reduced, and that's very important for casting things like Epic Experiment or any kind of a red and blue creature that had 2 colorless mana. It would still only reduce it by 1 colorless mana because Nightscape Familiar only checks to see that it's 1 spell. It doesn't matter if it's both colors or 1 color or the other. It's still 1 spell, and that's the key part of the ability. Now, it's also a really good creature because it has a regeneration ability. It's the only one of the cycle that had that regeneration effect. I was kind of hoping that they would have a similar version of this in Khans of Tarkir block, or Khans block, but it didn't quite pan out that way. Instead, we did get the banners, which are a decent form of mana ramp. Nightscape Familiar is a different kind of mana ramp. It's more like a medallion type of mana ramp, and that's still very, very good. But the difference was you could cast 2 spells, 2 different spells, red and or blue, and they were reduced by 2 colorless mana. Whereas with Banner, you still only tap it for the 1 mana. But still yet, good card. Excellent in a lot of decks. You could play it in, technically because it's a 1 black mana and it doesn't actually contain red or blue mana, you could play this in Tiny Leaders or Commander with black-red or black-blue, and it would still have that nice effect for your red and or blue spells. So if you choose one or the other, it still goes in the deck. And that's why it's the subject of today's Weenie Envy, Nightscape Familiar. So I hope you're having a wonderful morning, a wonderful afternoon, or a wonderful evening, and I hope tomorrow's even better. Take care, everyone.